Hey y'all, NK here and welcome back to the Cookery. So today we're going to be trying to do some easy breezy breadsticks, I hope, because this is obviously not my recipe. I will have the recipe link down in the description. I don't know, should I start a series like testing other YouTuber recipes? Because like a lot of them look super good and I definitely want to try it. The easy ones, let's be honest. And this one seems like one of the easy ones, especially since we're just making breadsticks and I love bread, as you guys probably have noticed by now. So let's try this. And it's kind of an Olive Garden remake too, so I will have that down in the description. But I'm not going to really put the topping part on it, which is just like this garlic butter. I'm just going to keep it simple and just bread and maybe add some butter just to add a little bit more taste. So let's get right into this video and let's see how it goes. Alright, so the first step of this seemingly easy process is going to be to take 1 cup of some warm water, and then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of instant yeast here and just kind of whisk it and let it sit for about actually 8 minutes. So let's get right into that. Alright everyone, so now this actually is going to go by really super fast and then it's super easy it seems like. It's basically just making bread. Obviously it's a breadstick. So in here I have my 3 cups of bread flour, 2 teaspoons I believe, yes, 2 teaspoons of salt, and then 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. So I have my yeast ready to be poured in here with the water and everything, and then I have 3 tablespoons of olive oil to add after. Okay, and now I'm actually going to gradually add this in. So I'm a little nervous because this is quite a lot of water, but it actually seems like it'll be the perfect amount, so let's hope so. So far, obviously, I'm just using a fork per usual. I'm pretty sure whenever I start making dough, I always end up using a fork before I get my hands involved. So that's what I'm just going to do for now. Okay, now I'm going to add my 3 tablespoons of olive oil here. It's definitely a lot, but I think that's the point. Alright y'all, so now that all my ingredients are combined, I'm going to let it rest for 1 hour until it has doubled in size, and then we are actually going to start cutting it into breadstick shapes. So let's wait an hour and then we will come back and see how it goes. Alright, so after waiting a good hour, this actually turned out really well. Honestly, this dough, I think I could even use it for like cinnamon rolls. Like, it actually seems super like, literally I feel like I can use this dough for anything and not just breadsticks. But of course, we are going to keep it for breadsticks. Obviously, I'm actually really curious how this would taste just as a breadstick, and let's see how this goes. So with the size right now, the recipe says I can make 12, but if depending on how fat or how thin you want your breadstick to be, you can probably make it any size you want and any number you want. So I'm probably going to just start slicing it now. But you don't really have to roll it out, obviously, because then each breadstick you will likely need to roll out anyway. So I'm just gonna first cut this in half, and it's super like, it was not sticky at all when I took it out. I didn't have to add any flour or anything. It had a really nice bounce to it. So that's that. Just have to slice it through, and that's that. Honestly, I think I'm gonna start using this dough recipe for literally everything because like this seems like the perfect thing I could use to make cinnamon rolls. Like this dough is cinnamon roll dough to me, you know? I think so, at least. Seems like it is, but yeah. Okay, now I'm just kind of shape it again, kind of flatten out just a little bit so then I can make more, but I want to make sure that they're right, like a rectangle, before I start slicing more. Alright y'all, so after I formed them into obviously breadstick shapes, obviously I kind of did it in between like a really fat kind of stick to just a kind of medium length and then like easy to bite and everything. So I actually ended up making 10 of these, and I think this is a pretty good amount. I mean, something tells me this is already going to be a win. Like there's no way I can really mess this up from here. I'm going to add melted butter just to give it a little more flavor, and then right now I'm going to move these to a pan and then slide them into the oven at 425 degrees for 13 minutes. So after that I will see you guys soon, and then we will see how it tastes. Alright y'all, so I actually added another 16 minutes just to make sure they were nice and brown as is, but these actually turned out really well. I obviously only have 4 here. These definitely came out very nice and plump. Obviously, they are so soft, it's literally insane, and they actually look really good. So I already added my butter, let it kind of dry and soak in there. So now I'm gonna take a bite. I am literally not kidding right now. I obviously love dough in any shape or form, but this is probably one of the best doughs I've ever had. Like, especially this recipe and this like combination. It's so simple, like really it's not even that much different from like my pizza dough recipe, but it's so good and it's literally so soft right now. The bite, it's literally like everything, and it's so good. Like, I would probably use this dough recipe for literally everything and anything I could. I might start using this for pizza dough now, but this is a really good breadstick, even though it's just a breadstick. To be honest, I'd probably add maybe some more butter or maybe some like garlic butter on it if you want to make it fancy. But this is a really good breadstick. I'm not even gonna lie. It's actually really good, even if it's just plain dough. Alright, yeah, that is it for today's video. I literally cannot stop praising this dough recipe enough. It tastes so good. It's so soft. It's literally like 20 minutes and it's perfectly golden brown. It has the perfect crisp for me. It's nice and chewy also on the inside, and it's super warm, and it's just really good, especially when you add that hint of butter on top. So that is it for this week's video. It turned out really well. Definitely a major win for me. Definitely gonna be using this a lot more in the future. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please feel free to subscribe, comment down below, and give this video a like, and I will see you guys next week.